Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lysha from Lysha Be Creative and today is day 4 in my 8 Days of Christmas YouTube video series. So today's tutorial is going to be another fun tutorial. We are going to be making some ornaments. I know you've probably seen tons of tutorials on making your very own ornaments, but I wanted to share this with you as I love doing these each and every year. So these ornaments I'm putting together as teacher gifts for my kids' teachers this Christmas season, and so I thought I'd share that with all of you. So of course, everything I use in today's tutorial will be listed and linked down in the description box down below. Make sure you check that description box out for discount codes on products that I use, as well as links to all of my social media. So let's go ahead and jump right into day 4 of the 8 Days of Christmas. So let's get started. So I'm starting with this set of 8 glass ornaments that I purchased from Michaels. So typically for myself, I usually only use plastic ornaments because my children love to help make ornaments for our tree. But for the teachers, I decided to go with glass ornaments to kind of add to the gift that we'll be giving them this holiday season. So once I grab all of those out of the container, definitely save that little tray. It's a great holder for holding all of the ornaments once they're glittered. You're going to remove those little silver toppers by just pulling up on that little silver ring on top to get all of those pulled out. I like to put those right back inside of that plastic holder there just so I don't misplace those. So now I'm just setting out some medicine cups and I'm going to set my glass ornaments on top of each of these. And this is just going to help me because I'm going to be putting the solution in there to get the glitter to stick, and so I need that to be able to drain. So I am using a little bit of Tack It mixed with water, and this is something new. I typically use polyacrylic from Minwax. However, I've been searching and searching all of my hardware stores and Walmart, and all of a sudden it's like it's nowhere to be found. So I'm using the Tack It mixed and diluted with water so that it's still sticky on the inside, but diluting it with water helps all of that solution move around the ornament and not having to get it all clumpy if I was just using Tack It directly from the bottle. So I'm just swirling around that solution within my ornament until it is completely covered on the inside, and then flipping it upside down onto the medicine cup so that all that solution drains right back out of the ornament. So once you've kind of gotten all of your ornaments nice and coated with that Tack It water solution, you're going to let these kind of sit for a few minutes. And you want them to sit because you don't want there to be any loads or bunch of liquid in the ornament, because that's going to cause kind of a wet look to your glitter once you apply it inside. So I like to let these sit upside down for at least 10 to 15 minutes if so. If you can wait that long, certainly you could go a little bit earlier, but definitely make sure that you don't have a lot of liquid inside so you don't end up with a lot of wet glitter look or having to apply half a bottle of glitter to get it coated. So now that those are completely set, we're going to get into getting our glitters together. So now on for glitters. So I am using the entire collection from the most recent Myasha Creations glitter subscription box. So this was influenced by Myra Makes It. She created all of the mixes for this glitter subscription pack. So I love all of these colors. It's like this most beautiful, like pastel, light colored Christmas box, and I absolutely love every single one. So I'm going to insert a picture of that box right here, and then I also will list all of these down in the description box. You guys know I've already used a few so far in a couple of my past tutorials, but I'll list all of those down in the description box so that you guys know which ones to purchase when they become available on the Myasha Creations glitter website. So I am using a couple glitters in addition to the 5 glitters that came in that glitter subscription box. And the glitters that I'm using are Dusk, which is from Myasha Creations. I'm also using Chit Chat from Peachy Olive Glitters mixed with Fairy Dust from Shop Vinyl Gallery. And then, so with Dusk, I did mix Dusk with Silent Night, which was from the Myra Makes It inspired glitter box. And then the final color that I'm using is an all white matte glitter, and that is Hedwig. So Hedwig is from Peachy Olive Glitters. So now that I have all of my glitters nice and mixed, I am going to start pouring my glitters into my ornaments. So there's no real, trick to this. I like to fill my medicine cup up probably about halfway with glitter. And yes, that is kind of wasteful, but I always use the glitter that comes out of these ornaments in molds later on because it's not something you want to put back into your glitter bottle because it does have that tacket solution on it and it will just contaminate your entire bottle of glitter. So I'm doing the exact same thing I did to apply the tacket on the inside of the ornament, I'm doing with the glitter. So I'm just swirling it around and making sure all of that glitter gets nicely coated on the inside, and then just dumping all of that extra glitter back into that medicine cup that it originally came from. So again, those glitters will go into molds at a later point in time. That way I'm not wasting all this beautiful, gorgeous glitter. So I am just going to continue to put all of this glitter in these ornaments, and then as soon as I am done coating all of these ornaments with glitter, I'm going to let them sit upright for probably about, I think I left them probably for 30 to 45 minutes. And that was just because I was doing a bunch of other things at the same time. They probably were dry much quicker than that because tacket obviously never really becomes fully dry, but enough to where I didn't have to worry about there being any loose glitter before I then get into replacing the tops and adding decals and such. So I'm going to speed up this portion of the video and I will meet you at the next step. So I printed my water slide decals on Hippo water slide. You guys have seen me use this before. I love this water slide, and I did seal that water slide 3 times with 2 times Rust-Oleum clear gloss spray paint. Okay, so I've cut out all of my decals, and what I have next to me is some lukewarm water just from the faucet. You guys have seen me apply water slide before, so definitely go back and watch some of my earlier water slide tutorials, especially the one where I reviewed Hippo water slide, because I definitely went very much in depth into how to apply water slide. So I made these decals in size 2 inches. So I did have some issues in some of the cases where I had to cut the water slide almost in half to apply it because it was giving me a little bit of wrinkles. Others were perfectly fine and I didn't have to cut them. And then some of them I really did have to cut some of the pieces. And I don't know if it was just because of how I cut them originally out or what have you. But because Cricut Design Space, it doesn't have that warp feature that Silhouette business software does, I had to kind of make do with what I have in order to get these to adhere to the ornaments. So I am just going to kind of speed up this process. You guys have seen me apply water slide before. Just some basic tips and tricks. Obviously, you want to make sure the surface you're applying them to is nice and wet. And when you're applying your water slide, that you're being very gentle and that you're making sure you're soaking it long enough in your water to make sure that it very easily will slide off that paper backing. And keep that backing on just like you do for vinyl until you are ready to completely remove it. Sliding that water slide on to your surface and then smoothing out any wrinkles with a silicone brush. So I'm going to speed up this portion of the video and then we are going to wrap up how we're going to finish off these ornaments. Okay, so now we're in the final stages of these ornaments. So after my water slides were applied, I did leave those on for about 30 minutes before they were dry. After the 30-minute time, I then added a very thin coat of the little bit of polyacrylic that I have left with a silicone brush. Just brush that right over that decal in a very thin coat, just like I would for sealing vinyl, to seal in that water slide so that it does not move or budge off of these ornaments. So once that is done, I just added the toppers back to the top of the ornaments, and now we're going to add just a little bit of ribbon to the top of each of these ornaments. So this ribbon I just got from the craft store. I've had it for quite a while, and so I thought that this little pink ribbon would look so cute on those lighter pastel colors, just to go with that pastel Christmas theme that I've been so into this year. And then of course I added some black ribbon to the others just to tie those in as well. So that is kind of it. As soon as this was done, the ornaments are ready to be gifted to our teachers this holiday season. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up, as well as consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you guys again tomorrow for another video.